Over the edge, feel like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless. Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling fearless. Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still, hanging in the balance. Not the life I want to live, I want to take it all. Standing tall, fear outweighed the person you are. Oh, break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless.
My heart rages around like an ocean in my head. Rib! Well, Doodlers, I'm a little late today. I mean, I'm always late, but I'm a little extra late today. I had stuff I had to do, and it wasn't fun because it was math. It's no good. But I'm here, and I'm done, and I'm ready to doodle. My Doodlers doing? Master, I see you all over the place. Look at you. Thank you. And razor blade shark jaw. It's a very intense day. What's up? Oh, let me get rid of the... Get out of here, Mochi. There we go. Back to Doodles. Today we're going to do some cringy Alistair fan art and stuff like that, because that's what I've been drawing. As cringy as it is. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. Oh, that's a good point. Since we're not doing requests today, let me go ahead and change that. Can you draw 2 anime people kissing? I mean, I can. That's definitely always a possibility. Alright, let me adjust that. Where is that? The other places it asked me what I want to title it before I start streaming, but YouTube does not. So let me, Hazbin Hotel. Maybe other stuff too, but I'm so tempted to write Hazbin Hotel cringy fan art, but that's what I think of my own fan art. I don't know why. I think it's because I did so much fan art when I was younger that it just makes me feel like in touch with my young soul when I do a bunch of fan art all the time. What are you doing? I don't know. What am I doing? Y'all tell me. Tell me what I should do. Those of you over here get special treatment. You get to request the warm-up doodle before the TikTok doodlers, because you're special. Hazbin Hotel. Plus, I like starting here first so I can kind of get my stuff together before I go live over there. Fan art. Time live. Okay, there we go. That'll have to do. That'll have to do for now. Alright, Godzilla. No Godzilla. Who is it that was drawing Godzilla the other day? Or yesterday? And they were saying it was like Shin Godzilla? I forget who said that. Was that one of you guys? Did you ever do it? Because I'm praying for you. I know that wasn't easy. Alright, I think I got everything set up. So I should go ahead and go live on TikTok. And, you know, be live over there. Goten. Goten, that's Goku's son? Is that right? It's been so long since I've seen Dragon Ball. Can it be a cute bunny with a milkshake? I could do a cute bunny with a milkshake. I'm still feeling sick. I was feeling better this morning, but I slowly got bad again. Ugh. Yeah, I guess when I'm sick that does happen. You still think it's just like allergy type thing, or do we assess what the actual sickness was? Hopefully it's not the big scary one, right? I'm cool with any sickness that doesn't involve upsetting my tummy. I could deal with anything other than tummy stuff. I have a very, very low tolerance for tummy problems. My tummy issue that I have, I would rather have like the big C like every other week than go through that. I don't know what it is. I think it's just because I've always had tummy troubles growing up and I've just got like zero patience for it anymore, man. Alright, alright. Let's go ahead. Let's do it. I don't want to do it, but we gotta do it. This TikTok's cute. Alright, so I gotta change. See, this one pops up before I go live and it's like, what do you want to title it today? There we go. Alright. There we go. Let's do it. Kablam. Very fluffy bunny. I'm trying my best. Hi. Let me get that going. Yeah. You want to see what I've been working on? Because I'm cringy. Yeah, go Kathy. Thanks for popping in. You have a good Saturday. Be sure to sleep in tomorrow, or I will be furious. Alright. There we go. Boom. Alright, take a look. You want to see what I've been working on? Let me show you. So, this... Don't laugh at me, alright? I know it's cringy. Alright? Listen. What's up, Nash? It's Fish Nash. Very close to fish, but Nash. We can draw, magma? Is magma that thing where everybody draws together? I do need to do that at some point. Kaboom! What's up, Kaboom? Change my name. Thank you for telling me, because, I'm good at remembering your guys' names, but I'm terrible when you guys switch them up on me. Then my brain just, it's like, that's as good as I could do is remembering the one name. Even if you tell me a bunch of times, it's like my brain is like, no, only this name is this person and no other name. Absolutely no other name. All right, let's see here. There we go. There we go. All right, we're pulled up everywhere. Well. How's it going, silly butter? I'm streaming again. Tangerine! Didn't tell you. Well, I mean, you made it. I've only been live for a couple minutes because I was late today. Dirty, rotten, terrible streamer is what I am. Discord saved me. There we go. See, man, I'm telling you, all the platforms suck. That's why, like I'll be honest, the whole Discord thing's a lot. I don't have as much time to manage it as I wish I did, and it's like I want to have a place where everybody can share their art and all that stuff. But I have to like be serious about it to keep everybody safe, and I just don't have a whole lot of time. So I'll be honest, it's a lot, right? I wish I could rely on the platforms to actually notify people, so I wouldn't have to push it to people unless they want to post their art in there, you know what I mean? But right now, the only actual way to make sure people get notified is if they join that Discord, and it's really frustrating. I can't join the stream if you call my name, laugh at me. That's okay, Gummy. We are doing free doodles today. We're not doing doodle requests, so you're safe. Don't worry. What's up, Sarah? How you doing? All right. Take a look at what I'm gonna do. We're gonna do a warm-up doodle, but I'm gonna show my cringy fan art first. Okay. So this is not that one. Get that. This is look how cringy. I did this one the other day, and then I did this one. I like this one better. It's Human Alistair. Wow. And then there's another one I want to work on. So I did this one, and I'm doing the... No, get out of here, Mike. Scram. This one. I'm trying to do, like, this is his human version. And I wanted to see if I could do, like, a cool, like, edit where, like, it turns into this one. Because it's the same drawing, but, like, him as a human versus him as a demon. You see what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm going to do that, but I wanted to finish up this one today. And potentially, this one's pretty much done. I don't know why I put that one in here. Because normally with my art, I just do a time lapse. But I want to do something a little more interesting than that for a TikTok. So I'm trying to think of stuff to do. And I keep seeing thirst traps for Alistair. So I thought I might as well do Alistair. I tried to draw Alistair. He's hard to draw, all right? He's so, like, particular with the way he looks and everything. Especially the big thing for me is Hazbin Hotel's very specific art style. It can be really hard to do fan art in your own style. Like, that's why I don't really like drawing him in his demon form, because, like, it just looks off for some reason. You know what I mean? Like, the human version, I feel like it's more forgiving because he's a human, and you know he's supposed to look different. But the demon version, I feel like it just never translates properly. So, I don't know. I've been trying, but... Like, I like how this one turned out. I'm really not sure about this one, though. It never feels quite right. You know what I mean? But anyway, let's do the warm-up before we get into all that. Oh, and if Tanny joins, we will finish up this lovely lady today, too. We only got a little bit more to do. How's the music, by the way? Not too quiet? You made it today, Leaf Storm. How you been? I haven't seen you in a minute. Although I also haven't streamed. Yesterday was the first time I streamed in, like, a week and a half. So we're both back. Let's see. Pikmin is a Pikmin. That would be cute. Maybe next time we could do a Pikmin. This time I'm supposed to do a bunny with a milkshake. I haven't drawn a lot of bunnies in my day. Listen to the songs explaining his story. It's sad. I did like a really mini lore exploration with him, but I don't know a whole lot. You know what I mean? But even if you don't like the show, I think his design is fun enough to work on stream, you know what I mean? Because I don't know how to express my love for a show without doing fan art. That's just what you do. When you like a show and you're a doodler, you gotta do fan art of it. So that's where we're at right now. I was resisting the urge, because I don't do fan art as much as I used to anymore. But then I kept seeing TikToks of Alistair and all of them in my face, and I was like, I guess I gotta do it. I really want to draw, but I'm burnt out, but did finish 2. See, there you go. You burnt out, but you finished 2 drawings. That's better than I would do if I was burnt out. I get 0 drawings done. I didn't draw for 2 years before I started streaming. Not a single doodle. So that's better than me. All right, we're gonna do a buddy. I'm not sure what a cartoon bunny would look like if it's fluffy. Let me see. Nobody told you to minimize? Alright. Let me see. Fluffy bunny. Alright, we gotta keep it cute. We need Gods of the Undead in here. She's the master at cute things, I swear. Make the milkshake very big. I see you, okay. I'm in Utah visiting family this week. It's pretty good. Also, my mom's birthday. Oh, you partying it up? Did you get her a good present? I was the worst at getting my parents presents on their birthday. I never knew what to get them. My dad was kind of easy because he's just like the cliche nerd from the 80s where he's like Star Wars, Star Trek, all the nerdy stuff he loves. But I swear to God, at this point, I have bought him every like Star Wars, Star Trek, Doctor Who, everything that exists. And I am completely out of things to give him now. I would draw him pictures of it. I would do paintings. I'm out. I don't know what else to do. You know what I mean? And my mom, she wasn't really a nerd like that. So Lord help me trying to come up with presents for her. I'm really not good at presents. It's easy when I like have something I know they would like in art form, but if not, then I'm totally at a loss. And it makes me feel really bad. Wild Robot? What's Wild Robot? Okay, ears droopy. We can make one of the ears droopy. That's always a cute look. Do any of you guys have bunnies? I've never had a bunny. I have had like a lot of rodents type critters growing up. I think we had like guinea pigs and hamsters, and I think we had chickens. We had a snake. We had a bearded dragon, which sounds a lot more dramatic than it is. It's like they're really cute though. They're like really fat, big old like lizards. If you ever saw the movie Holes, the one that came out a long time ago, the little lizard things, those are bearded dragons, just without like, they have like paint on them or whatever. But they're really cute and friendly and super fat, which is great. And then we also had rats. Rats were the nicest ones I ever had, dude. Compared to like the hamsters and the guinea pigs and all, the rats were so sweet. They were so nice. Rats are little babies. They don't mean no harm. Don't touch them. If it's a wild rat, do not touch the rat, but don't be mean to it either. It doesn't mean no harm. It'll probably get you sick if you touch it, but just don't touch it. Just let him live his little rat life, you know? He doesn't mean no harm. You say holes? I did hole! I summoned the hole by talking about holes. Do you like that movie, Holes? Oh god, alright. Oh. Naughty. Alright, let's do, okay. So we got the classics. You love that movie? Is that why you named yourself Hole, or that had nothing to do with it? I'm very curious. Alright, Tanjiro's here too. What's up, Tanjiro? Alright, so we got the classics. I have these pretty much memorized now for what they look like. I don't have to look at them anymore. All thanks to Hole. I'm gonna see these in my sleep now, I swear. I'm gonna have nightmares where I see these emojis all the time. Alright, we got this. Oh god, oh no. Okay, hold on. This is like the worst one I've ever done. What is that? Oh no. Oh, it's so bad. Oh god. Oh god, okay. And now my least favorite. The heart teddy bears. Yeah, this one's now my least favorite. I don't know why, but it's a pain to draw. It's just a lot going on. I made this guy look a little derpy. There we go, thank you, Ho. Alright, back to the buddy with the milkshake. Was I talking about something? I don't remember. What were you talking about? That rat did meet, wait, hold on. I might start drawing horror characters like Jason and Michael or Scream. Dude, horror characters are actually really fun to draw. Especially if you're like designing your own monster or something. Those are always fun. But yeah, I can imagine they would be hard to draw. That rat did mean harm. That rat gets fed to the cat. No, you leave that little guy alone. My cats have caught so many mice. Well, Ichi and Soba have caught rats. Mochi, I mean not rats, mice. They've never caught a rat, thankfully. A rat would be almost as big as them. But they have caught 1,000,000 mice, and one time Mochi caught an unalived mouse that I'm pretty sure one of the other girls already caught. Because Mochi's a little derpy. She's not the best hunter, but she did catch one that was already unalive, and I was very proud of her. It was so funny, because if you know Mochi, you know she's not catching no mice. You know what I mean? So I saw her coming around the corner with this unalived mouse in her chops, and she's like, look what I did, are you proud of me? And she was trying to play it off like she caught it and unalived it. And I was like, girl, I know you did not actually catch that mouse, alright? That was just an unalived one your sisters brought in. But I was still very proud of her. Mochi's really good at catching flies. When they like fly right in her face, she can catch them. But that's about it. I named myself Hole because you kept calling me that. Wait, Hole? Wait, what? Because you kept calling me that. What was your name before I started calling you Hole? Was your name something else? Why would I call you Hole if your name wasn't Hole? I mean, that does sound like something I would do. The F word? Did I? I don't think so. Did I? Hello? Don't clip it. I don't remember. Okay, hopefully, by the way, the delay on Purple app isn't so chronic today. I don't know why it was so god-awful yesterday. But let me know if it's, like, absurdly behind, okay? I don't think it is. I tried everything I could, but hopefully it's not. I know the YT might be, like, 5 seconds delayed, but it shouldn't be too bad. But Purple app was just out of control yesterday. And everything I tried to look up to see what was going on was like, it's your internet. And it's like, no, it's not. Because TikTok and YT are fine. I know. Hopefully it's better today. If not, I have no idea what to do about it. No audio? What? Hold on. Tangerine, you can hear me, right? You're on YT. Tangerine's been talking to me. I think that means they can hear me, right? You can hear me? Oh, you had it muted. Okay, I be doing that all the time, Alistair. I feel you on that. I'm always muting tabs. Why am I starting to feel sleepy? It's your voice. It's relaxing. Well, thank you. I have never considered my voice as relaxing. I got bullied for it a little bit in high school. I always thought of it more as like the kind of the grating, like grating on you voice. I always thought my voice was more along those lines. So I'm glad you don't think so. I know I get a little excited and get a little too loud sometimes. So I'm glad that's not too jarring for you. That's why I struggle with my mic position all the time. Because sometimes it'll be perfect. But I have to lower it a little bit because I know if I get too excited, I'll like screech and then I'm going to deafen everybody. Okay, let's see here. I just got back from hiking, so now I got hot chocolate. Oh my god. Okay, so this is really... What's up, Famian? This is really dumb, and you guys can get an idea about how dumb my sense of humor is. I was talking to somebody and they were talking about how they went on a hike, and for whatever reason I thought they said they brought a jug of chocolate milk with them to a hike, and that thought had me scream laughing all day. And I don't know why, but the idea of somebody... See, it doesn't make any sense and it's not funny, but to me, like, I couldn't handle it. The idea of somebody going on a hike with a jug of chocolate milk is the funniest thing to me. Like, it's not funny. What's wrong with me? But, like, is that funny to anybody else? Or I think it's just me, but I wanna see if maybe I'm not insane. Wait, stop. That would make you laugh too? Thank you. Thank God. It's not just me. Alright, isn't it just so silly? Like, You're going on a hike and you gotta, instead of water, you bring a jug of chocolate milk. Like, I don't know, it just sounds so funny to me. I'm sorry. And I do this thing too sometimes, and I drive my boyfriend crazy. I will find the most random thing like that, it'll just make me scream, cry, laugh, and I get stuck in like a loop where I can't stop thinking about it, and I keep laughing harder and harder, and I go into this like insane spiral that I can't get out of. And that was one of the times. And it's usually something that's like not intended to be a joke, but for some reason, like there was one time I thought about making my boyfriend a birthday cake, because I used to decorate cakes. But I would put one of my cats on it, knowing that it would be like, why would you give me a cake with your cat? I mean, it's our cat now, but like earlier, it would be ridiculous to give someone else a birthday cake where I decorated my own cat on it. And I just thought about doing that and seeing his confused face, and I swear to God, that had me scream laughing for like 2 days. And I don't know why. I kept thinking about him, like, seeing it and being like, why, what? And I don't know. I don't understand it. And like, normal good jokes a lot of the times won't make me laugh. But something like that, I'm just like, it's usually just some random thing I thought of. It's not even like in response to something somebody said, and then I just sound like I'm insane because I can't stop laughing about it. Oh Lord, y'all pray for me. I don't know what's wrong with me, but that's an example of my ridiculous sense of humor. It is just, it don't make no sense. And that's why I always be ruining jokes and pissing people off with it. Schizophrenia, oh Lord. What about schizophrenia? What happened? Thinking of the word moisture. Oh, that one gets you? I could see why that could give you a chuckle. I'm trying to think. I think there was a word that made me laugh like that, but I can't remember what it was. I always send my boyfriend this one meme, and he hates it so much, but it makes me laugh so much. Oh, there's this one that my boyfriend is obsessed with. He sends it to me all the time. Like, he wakes up earlier than me, and then I'll wake up to see this meme. It's like a gif of this fish that he loves, where it's like, it's just a fish, but it is funny because it stops and like squints at the camera like it's judging you, and it is really funny. And he's been sending me that. He's been sending it to everybody obsessively because it's so silly. I wish I could put it in here so you guys could see it, but it is really funny. Mochi, why are you licking the phone, honey? You don't need to lick the phone. Good thing I'm not streaming with the phone today. She probably would have ended the stream. Aw, sweet mama. I don't have the webcam set up today, so I can't show her, but trust me, she's really cute. Oh, you know the one I'm talking about, Silly Butter? Kaboom, you know what it is? Dude, I'm telling you, it's a good one. But that's the thing, like, the things that I find it funny too, but the stuff that he really finds funny, it makes sense because it is funny. For me, it's something that it just isn't, but I can't get over it. You know what I mean? I'm not drawing right now because Mochi's in the way. I'm waiting for her to move. Thank you, Mochi. Alright, we can doodle again. Hopefully. Alright, how can I make... No, she's back! No! Dude, I sent my boyfriend a silly EXE meme that says, I miss the quiet, and he gets mad. I send it to him a lot. Did Mochi sneeze? She might have. She sneezes a lot because she has allergies, so she might have, and I just didn't notice. She does sneeze a lot. Oh, honey. Oh, you hear that? I'm really good at getting her to meow nowadays. A couple of years ago, I used to beg her to meow so people on the phone could hear her, and she never would. Oh, Lord, all right. Oh, Lord. Don't fall, baby. Now she meows all the time, and it's great. Love it. You heard her? Yes, it's the best. Mitz, can we get another? Mitz. Oh, she's playing hardball now. She's like, you got your meow. Don't be greedy. Schizophrenia is a dyslexic's nightmare. Do you mean like the word itself? Is that what you mean? I'm pretty sure I'm a little dyslexic, and all words are a nightmare for me. Numbers specifically are the worst, though. I'd be switching numbers. It wasn't until I had a job recently where I had to, like, do math all the time, which, by the way, I'm god awful at, that I realized I do this. But it does explain why I failed math and, like, other classes like that all the time. But as far as, like, words and language, I just spell everything wrong. You know what I mean? I just can't do it. That's why I'm glad. But back when I was real young, learning to write and stuff like that, we didn't have computers to spell check for us, so I just failed constantly. I was like, I don't know what to do. I can't spell. And to be fair, nothing is spelled the way it sounds, so how is that my fault? You know, when I learned Japanese, if you use hiragana or katakana, everything is spelled the way it sounds, and it's great. But English is like, nah, everything's got its own special way, and you just have to memorize it. Like, what do you mean I have to memorize? There's a lot of words. I have to memorize how each word is spelled? Are you out of your mind? Peeves me off, huh, Mochi? It's not my fault. She's sitting here waiting for me to put that pen on the tablet. Like, if you could see her, she is, like, right in chomping position the second I pick up my pen. Mochi, why are you so naughty lately? You gotta let me doodle, honey. She's so cute, though. Oh my god. See, this is why she is the way she is, because I can't punish her. By the way, thank you for all the likes. I see you liking it. I appreciate it. Thank you, Kaboom. What? I don't even have the pen. What do you want? I found a more upbeat playlist, so it'll keep me from getting sleepy. Y'all can let me know what you think. Nothing let me know you were live? Not even Discord? Discord didn't even let you know? Dude, I am being sabotaged. I swear to God. Mochi, may I please draw? I'm gonna have to put up the Mochi barrier if you don't let me doodle, baby. You have gotten attention all day from me. Alright? You have. You really have. You gotta let Mama draw. And I can't punish her or anything, you know what I mean? She's a Mochi. Ain't no way I could punish a Mochi. Like, Mochi does what Mochi does. Ain't nothing I can do about it. I just have to lure her away. I want to learn D&D, like the game? Like, you want to play D&D? I've only played D&D once before, but, I have a lot of friends. I've watched my friends play it, and I have a lot of friends. She's a Mochi. She is a Mochi Tangerine, I'm telling ya. Mochi in Doodle Jail. Mochi could never be contained in Doodle Jail. She would run the Doodle Jail. She's the warden. Oh, you're so cute, baby. See, if you look at a Mochi, you tell me if you could punish her. Like, she's such a derp. There's just... I literally don't. Like, Ichi and Soba, it's more feasible to, like, punish them if they're being naughty, which is, like, exceptionally rare for me to actually have to punish them. Because they're good, perfect babies. But there's like a point to it. You know, all I do is I put them in the room for a couple minutes because it's all I can bear to do. Even doing that makes me cry sometimes. But they're smart enough to kind of understand what's happening. If I tried to punish Mochi, she would not be able to connect the two. Like, oh, this negative thing is happening because I did this, so I shouldn't do it. Mochi cannot do that. Mochi would just be utterly confused. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no purpose to trying to discipline her. She, you know, she is as smart as Mochis need to be Mochis. And that is perfect. You know, that is perfect the way she is. And it's my job to work around that, alright? Guards wear Mochi merch. You're darn right, they do. They have, like, the little helmets with Mochi ears on them. Whenever there's, like, a Doodle jailbreak, you just hear the alarm, but it's, like, Mochi going... Mochi can't form a thought. She can form something similar to thoughts, you know? Sort of. Sometimes. Mochi, you're perfect the way you are, okay? You're perfect. Yes, you are. You gotta let me draw, though, baby. You do. See, if I tried to, like, push her away or something, it would just hurt her feelings. She wouldn't understand. I mean, you're in Texas? I used to live in Texas. You like Texas? Texas is big. Alright, baby, I'm gonna have to lure you away or something. I didn't even touch you. I'm gonna get, you see that? I put my hand near her and she took it as me trying to move her and she got pissed. And I didn't even do it. She's just such a naughty sometimes. She's an old lady, okay? She demands respect. Come on, honey. Come over here. See, I'm enabling her, but I can't do anything else. Come get it. Come here. Really? You would rather stay there than get treats? Mochi, if you really think about it, I think you would rather have the treats. There you go, Mom. Come on down, babe. I know I'm the worst. I enable her, but she's Mochi, alright? I can't help it. Alright, we're back. I can finish the warm-up doodle finally. Lord. Alright, let's finish this bunny, and then we can get to our cringy fan art. Alright, so let's see. So, how do their bodies look? I do not understand animal anatomy. Alright, so I'm trying to make it cute and cartoony. I don't like its face though, I'm gonna be honest. It's not cute enough, dang it. Somebody get Gods in here so she could draw it for me, because she's the master at cute. Okay, that's a little cuter, I guess. Okay, and then what do their legs look like? I feel like this just looks like a cat body when I do this, though. Right? That can't be right, right? Is that right? Is that what bunnies look like? My name was The Whole of All to Me Found. Whoa. The Whole of All to Be Found. What is that from? Is that like a quote from something? The Whole of All... So I called you Whole for shirt? Shirt? You have a whole shirt? For short? Shadow the Hedgehog poster scared me. What do you mean it scared you? I think we might just have to go with this, because I don't know what to do. I don't know how to draw bunnies. I can't even do the tail. Okay, maybe I could, like, have him kind of facing a little bit to the left. Because I feel like without a tail, you're not going to know what you're looking at. You know what I mean? And then we'll give him, like, the bunny leg. That looks like a cat. It just always looks like a cat. This is making me realize I don't think I've ever drawn a bunny before. How have I never drawn a bunny in all my doodle years? What's up, Panda? How you doing today? Okay, we're just gonna do this and you guys will just have to believe me that it's a bunny, okay? Maybe the bony tail will make it clear. Hopefully. Hopefully. There was one song in here that was playing earlier. If you guys were in the waiting room, you probably heard it. But I didn't know it was copyright free, so I was like, heck yeah, dude. Okay, alright, and then we're gonna give him a big old milkshake. Gonna be as big as he is. We gotta scooch you over, there you go. And I don't think Teeny's in here right now, right? If Tanny's in here, we're gonna finish this one. If not, we're gonna go straight to the other doodles today. Can bunnies have milk? Is that okay? I was devastated when I learned cats aren't supposed to have milk because it's not good for them. When I adopted my first cat as a kid, I saw... This is how dumb I was as a kid. I saw all the kittens at the shelter drinking out of a water bowl, drinking water, and I was horrified. I was like, cats don't drink water, they drink milk. And, yeah, I thought cats only drink milk, and apparently, because they always do that in the cartoons, but apparently they're not supposed to drink milk at all, and that's false advertising. That's made a lot of people give cats milk when they shouldn't have it. I don't think it's, like, super, super dangerous. I think it'll just really mess up their... I think they're, like, super lactose intolerant or something. That's what it is. Milk shake. There we go. I'm gonna give them some eyes. And I think bunnies just have like regular pupils, right? You ever think about why cats have slitted eyes? When like a lot of other animals don't? And like big cats don't have slitted eyes, it's just little cats. I looked it up, apparently it's like the slitted eyes are good for animals that go close to the ground, I guess. That's why like snakes have slitted eyes and like alligators have slitted eyes, I think, because they move around really close to the ground. And I've never really thought about a cat doing that. I mean, like maybe like carnivores, I guess, that go, because like rodents and stuff, they don't have slitted eyes, but they're all up on the ground, so it must be like a specifically carnivore thing where they have slitted eyes because it helps them see better. I don't know. I thought that was very strange because you would think that like tigers and lions and all, they just look like big cats, but they don't have slitted eyes. Isn't that neat? Goats have horrible... Oh, so I'm not gonna lie. I love goats, but them eyes freak me out a little bit. Alright? It's a little freaky. But that, I kind of understand why. I guess so, like, when it's a slit like this, it helps you see up and down better. You know what I mean? When it's like this, because they're like prey animals, it helps them have a wider, like, peripheral view, I guess. And that's why their eyes tend to be, like, on the sides of their head instead of, like, more closer to the center like ours. You know, I don't know. Sorry if I'm rambling about this. I do find it interesting. But alright, there we go. We got our bunny and we got our milkshake. It's a little big, but, you know, let me make it a little smaller. It's a bit intense. There we go. Oh, one of my favorite things about bunnies that they do is when, have you guys seen the videos where they stomp when they're getting angry? Like, they do a little frustrated stomp. That is my favorite thing ever. I love that. You know, cows do that sometimes, too. There's one time I was on the road with my boyfriend, and we were at a farm where there was a bunch of cows, and there were these little baby cows. They were so sassy. They would look at us in our truck, and they were like, "I don't like you. You're too big." And then they would, like, stomp their feet in anger at us, and it was, oh. That made me love cows so much more, seeing them stomp angrily at us. Any animal that stomps at you, that's just a top tier animal, you know? I had a dream where I was a fish underwater drinking soda. You living your life, man, I'm telling ya. Alright. Okay, so let me just check the delay really quick. I think it's actually acceptable today. There's still more of a delay than I wish there was, but it's down to like 10 seconds, I think. And I think it's probably about the same on YT too. What's up, Wes? I haven't seen you in ages. How you been? Alright, so I have a couple options of stuff we can work on. So, I could work on this cringy fan art right here a little bit more of our boy. Or, I think I have one other one. This one's pretty much done, the human version. And I can finish this one, or I can There's one other one that I was working on. It's just a sketch so far, but I wanted to work on that one a little bit today. Computer will work. What are you doing? Thank you. Okay, hold on. I think it's in my drive here. What? I thought I had it in here. What? Wait, maybe it's in here. Where are you at? This one? I think it's this one. Let's try this one. Cringy fan art. Yeah, that was my bread and butter when I was younger. I'm back to it, baby. I don't know how else to express myself, you know what I mean? Okay, it is loading. Let's see. You guys can tell me what we should work on today. Is this Roblox Tycoon music? I don't know. It's in a playlist called Top 50 No Copyright Sound Songs 2025. So I couldn't tell you. I just know it's copyright free, you know? I try to find a more upbeat one. Some of the songs in here I'd be like, and some of them are a little like, yeah, it's okay, but it's more upbeat, which is what I need because I get sleepy. Yeah, that's not even half the title. I like simplified it. It keeps going to like best free EDM and gaming music mix, fire emoji, best of NCS, star emoji. That's the title right there. That's how you gotta do it. A cake slice! Alright, hold on. Let me open this and don't let me forget to doodle that for you. So this is the other one I've been working on. I haven't gotten very far on it. It's another human Alistair, because, you know. Why not? He's a fun, pretty boy to doodle. Okay, so cake slice. Oh, where you at? Totally draw on... I think I asked this earlier, but I might not have seen your answer. Is that the one where everybody draws together? Because that's something we do need to do at some point. Now that the Halloween's over and I'm not planning on taking a long break again for probably until Christmas, maybe after Christmas, I have to see. I should have the time to like set stuff up like that again. It's just been so hectic recently with everything. A cake slice. Brings me back to when I was a cake decorator. Thank you, Hole. Thank you for the cake. Yeah, I mean, that would definitely be fun if you guys wanted to do that. So, like, is there, like, a thing we all, like, they give us a prompt and we have to draw it? Or is it, like, how does it work? Or you just draw anything you want just on the same page? Two fish kissing. Oh, I see that. That's actually cute. Oh, look at him. But there's a max and it's 30 people. I think that should be fine. I don't think we'd have more than 30 that would want to join right now. Maybe one day when the platforms don't constantly sabotage us every stream, we'd probably be fine with 30. I don't think there'd be more than 30. Watch that be the one time there's more than 30, I swear. So which one should I work on more? Which one? You want me to do this one? This one I'd be doing like more sketching and line art and stuff like that. Or more of like the shading and stuff. Look at him, he's gonna get you. But this one is gonna be more doing lighting and stuff like that to make it look more complete like this one. So what do we think? What do we want? What started for this one? Or I could do a new drawing of him. Or another character. What do you think? Serpentious? Maybe I should draw Serpentious. Okay, we're getting 2 Serpentiouses. Maybe we should. Everybody's feeling the Pentious. Alright, let me look up some human Pentiouses. I think their human versions translate to my style a little bit better than their demon versions. Because their demon versions are so, like, animalistic, and it works better in their style because it's more animated and expressive than mine. Mine, it can look a little awkward. Like you can see the difference between, like, this one. It looks fine in my style, but then this one, it looks a little awkward. And I think it's just because the character traits or visuals about them are just so exaggerated that it can be really hard to get that effect. Alright, we're gonna do Penchus then. The doodlers have spoken. Alright, so let me look up some Sir Penchus. I gotta do human though, sir. I didn't know they were gonna do him like that, man. You know, everybody loved him. I didn't think I would care about him at all when he first joined the show, but he made all of us love him, and it was so brutal what they did with him. And then they showed us the human form, and it was like, all right, well, now you've solidified the fandom forever. All right, let's do it. Let's what should he be doing here? Got some references. There's already some good fan art of him out there. Good. Golly, people are fast, man. How do they have the time to doodle that so quickly? I guess back in the day, I would have had time to do that. So I think this is a good reference sheet of him. I'm gonna put it on here. Is this official? I don't think it's official, but it looks official. Okay. That one's good. I think maybe it is. Here, I'm gonna put the reference sheet for him so new people know who we're drawing. Look at this beautiful boy. Doing his best. Alright, we're doing Sir Penchus, our favorite boy. You shared him? Let's see what we got. Dude, like, how did people, like, the episode, it came out, like, less than a week ago. How did people already draw all of this? Good gracious, man. Fixing his glasses and holding paper. Let me think how we could do that. Deer, dog, snake, moth. IDK if any more animals. Oh, like the creatures there? We got, moth, man. That's why we had to do our own OC of a moth, because we need some better moth representation out here, you know what I mean? The one moth character that we know of is just the worst, with 0 redeeming qualities. I feel like every other bad guy has at least 1 or 2 redeeming qualities. Not him. He's the worst. He's just a demon. That's it. Alright, let's see. Everybody loves him, so now there's pressure to do him right. Should I make him smiling or, like, more, like, focused on what he's doing? He has a more prominent nose. That's gonna be a little tricky. Okay, actually, real quick, let me see if I can adjust something over here. I think I might need to change my title on Purple app. Let me see if I can change that. What should I change it to? I think here. I have to do better with my like titles of my streams, because apparently that's important when you stream, and I'm not very creative. Let me think here. What do other people title their streams? See, this thing, I'm so not creative with stuff like this. Let's see. I don't know, Serpentious. Hazbin Hotel. Doodles. How do you spell him? How do you spell him? Serpentious. 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 Hazbin Hotel. Head art. Like a loser. No, I can't say that. Like, Lord, I can't type. Boy. There we go. Alright, there we go. That's better. Now we're up to date. Get out of here, you naughty little bot. Get the plan. What are we drawing today? We're drawing Serpentious. Alright. We're trying to anyway. I'm a little nervous because people love him so much. I want to do him right. You know what I mean? Otherwise, it's blasphemy. Call him Serpent. I mean, that is accurate. You know what I mean? Okay, we gotta get his, like, sweet innocentness in his expression. You know what I mean? We're gonna see. Y'all hope and pray, alright? I don't want to embarrass myself. Sometimes I get nervous doing fan art of things people like. Because like I said, if you don't do it right, it can just... You gotta be able to really capture them. And like I said, that can be a little tricky to do when you have a very different style from the original. At least for me, it's always been tricky, you know? So like, I'll try to do a character that I really like, but it just doesn't look right in my style for whatever reason. Especially with shows that have very exaggerated styles. It can be a little hard. But that's why I think doing the human versions is definitely more forgiving. At least for me. Wait, where did the Who's It Wants It go? There we go. What's up, cat? We're doing Serpentious. How do people get up the motivation to do chores? ADD medicine helps, if I'm honest. Reward system tends to be good, or like you don't let yourself do something you want to do until you do it. But again, that all comes down to like, well, you have to like enforce it on yourself, you know what I mean? I'm really motivated when somebody's coming over to my house, then I can clean the whole house real quick. But if not, I'm like, I'll just do it tomorrow, I don't wanna. I notice I'm like one of the only people that sketch in blue. Most people sketch it. You guys do sketches in black? I think I started doing blue when I took my manga class in Japan. Because they said that's how you had to do it for original manga and stuff like that. Because when it was like on traditional, like they had to do it like on paper and all, they would do the sketches with a blue pen. Because they can ink on top of it, and when they scan it, to like scan it and put it in whatever, for whatever reason the scanners couldn't pick up the color blue. So like you wouldn't have to worry about cleaning up your lines or anything with the sketches, because if you do it in blue, then the thing doesn't pick it up. But I've never really needed to do that because I'm doing it digitally. But it just feels right to do it in blue, you know what I mean? Luna, what's up, Luna? How you doing today? Trying to think. How can I... I'm getting in my head about it. Get in your head about it. See, I don't know if this looks like him. I don't know. We wanted like a small smile, not like a full smile. Honestly, I think it's more the tiredness with the hypersomnia than anything. Oh yeah, you deal with that, huh? I mean, yeah, that would make it infinitely harder, for sure. Awesome, you're awesome, Luna. He has kind of a very distinct, like, mouth shape. Although I don't know if that's a him thing or just the art style thing. But he's kind of got, like, this kind of shape when he smiles. You know what I'm talking about? Where it kind of, like, probably can't see that. Like this, where it, like, goes down and then these are his teeth. You know what I mean? It's like that. I don't know if that'll translate in my style. We shall see. And then he's got his long, luscious locks. The widow peak business going on. Razzie, how you been, Razzie? I haven't seen you in a minute. What are you drawing? We're drawing Serpentious from Hazbin Hotel, baby. 'Cause that's what I've been doodling. Lots of Hazbin Hotel fan art. 'Cause we're obsessed. It's a good show, but if you're young, don't watch it, okay? It's not for young doodlers. Serpentious, yes, we doodle, and I hope he turns out okay. I don't know. I've never drawn him before. But he's everybody's favorite boy right now, so I gotta do him right, or I will be shamed. What are you doing, computer? What are you doing? Thank you. What was that about? Oh, I was so afraid I was going to do that thing again. That was such a nightmare to deal with. Glasses are hard too. He's got them big old glasses. I usually do glasses on a different layer so that I can kind of like move them around. What are you doing? I'm not even clicking the button. What is happening here? Hello? I think the button got stuck or something. Oh, I hope it's not going to have that issue again. That was no good. Oh, wait. There we go. So let's get a good look at how does Mr. Man look. Yeah, he's got the very distinct kind of lip shape here. Doing the, like, classy outfits like this is always fun, too. We're doing the human version. I don't think the demon versions translate super good in my style, so we're gonna... Because, like, let me show you. So I did the human Alistair. I think that looks fine, right? And then I tried doing a demon version, and I just feel like it doesn't look right. You know what I mean? Something about it just doesn't translate to my style. So we're gonna do the human version, and hopefully it'll work out better. Landlord wants to do a random room inspection. Do you have it in your contract that they have to give you a heads up? I think my understanding is that most places, I thought it was all places, like, legally they have to give you 24-hour notice, but I know that, when I was in college, there was one place that, like, rents out... Thank you, Blue Lemonade? Lemonade? Thank you. What's up? Wait, Janice. There we go. What's up, Janice? Yeah, we trying. There was one place that had it in their contract where they could come into your apartment with no warning anytime they wanted to. I think they could do it like 2 times a year. And that is so gross and like violating that they can just show up no warning. And the reason they did that is because they mostly rent out to college kids. And college kids are not real humans to people like that. I went to school in a college town because it was like mostly college students living there. So all of the places took advantage of that and treat you like you're a child, even though you're a grown person. And they get away with it because a lot of college students don't know any better yet. But there's one place where they had it in their contract where they were allowed to do that. They're able to just break into your house, even if you're like asleep, if you're not dressed, it doesn't matter. They could just come in with no warning and go through all your stuff. Because they're like, oh, what if you have like drugs or something? You know, like it was so nasty. And I didn't think that was legal, but I think if they like tell you ahead of time and put it in the contract, they can get away with doing that. But I don't think that's very much not the norm, okay? If you guys ever rent a place, be sure to look for that, all right? Because I saw that and I was like, what is this? And they're like, oh yeah, you know, that's just letting you know that we can do that and we are gonna do that. And I was like, okay, but you can't actually, you're gonna like tell us ahead of time, right? Like you're gonna give us a little warning. They're like, no. I was like, well then I'm not gonna rent with you, you psychos. Officially on my 3rd year. Do you think that it's like spiteful because of the rent issue? Like he's overdoing it now to make a point? You should make more animations about so I absolutely should, Luna. You are 100% correct. The problem is they take so much time. Like doing a little derpy mochi animation can take as long as like a full commission for me. And it's so much time that I just don't have. Believe me, I would love nothing more than to spend. I love doing anything related to my cats, especially the animations. It's so much fun. But my god, it takes so much time. I'm sure it wouldn't take as much time if I had been doing it for longer, but I just don't have the time anymore, man. I wish I did. If I had started streaming like a long time ago, I would have had more time to, you know, dedicate to fun projects, but I just don't have it anymore. It really sucks. Maybe one day if I'm ever able to make this sustainable, I'll be able to spend more time on projects like that. But right now, like if I have free time, I have to spend it like trying to make some income because life is really expensive right now, unfortunately. But maybe one day, who knows, a girl can dream, right? I went live for my first time. How did it go? Did it go good? I think it's spiteful. Also, YT chat is catching dust. What? Oh, let me see. Did anybody else comment anything? I see yours. Yeah, he's got the prominent snoot. I'm gonna make it a little... Sometimes it can be easier to show when I get to the shading part. Because if I just sketch it, it's gonna look too much. But I'll be sure to give him this prominent nose. I just kind of want to get the basic shape of everything right now. His hair is a little distinct too. He's got like really big cowlicks right here. Little things like that, like you gotta really define it. Otherwise, because like his design itself isn't super like distinct, I guess. Not super like quote unquote creative. That's not the right word. But like there's not like a lot of super defining features for him, so like the subtleties for the way he looks is very important for this kind of thing. Maybe the way his hair goes, it kind of like, maybe it's like intended to be behind his ear, you know what I mean? Maybe that's what's going on. You see what I'm saying? Well, no, that's definitely not behind his ear, but I don't know if this is official or not. Let me get another... No, I guess it's not. I think it just might be... Yeah, no, okay. Yeah, it's pretty much a straight down. Okay. Get that out of here. We had it right the first time. let me mess with something real quick because I don't know why it's being a little laggy again today. I don't know if it like turned on an extension or something because that was the issue last time. Because some extensions I had were causing problems. I never even downloaded any of these. Where did these even come from? Okay, hopefully that will... There we go. Alright, hopefully that'll... I don't know if this one's either, but... Alright, there we go. We'll see if that makes a difference with whatever the problem is. Tierney, what's up, Tierney? It went good. I was kind of nervous though, but some people that I know were on my live. There you go. That's good, Razzie. When I first streamed, I didn't have any friends or anything because I was too embarrassed to tell anybody. I don't know. My friends could be goofy, and I wanted to take it seriously, so... I think the first week I had like 1 viewer, maybe? But to be fair, on TikTok, they also like limit the amount of views you can get until you've streamed for like 7 days. I noticed like when I first started streaming, random people would come in, and then after a certain amount of people, it would just stop completely because they like limit the amount of people that'll like they won't show you to any new people. To be honest, I think they still do that now, but like generally to everybody because of how crappy it's been lately. Ever since the ban, it's just been horrible out here. But it's like that for everybody, apparently, which is why I wouldn't weep if I had to leave at this point. They have just done us all so dirty. But I'm glad it went good. Did you just do doodles and stuff like that? Did you do art, or what did you do? What's up? What's up with you, Tierney? You happy? That's good. I'm happy now that I'm back to my good old doodle time. See, it's like, what are you doing right now? Right, it's working for the most part, but every once in a while we'll just do that. I don't know why. See, this second eye is always the problem. It's so tricky. Because he's going to be looking at something relatively close to him. Alright, you know what? I'll do that second eye later. Actually, I want him to look more excited. He's excited about his research. You like this one? I don't think I've ever heard this one before. I found a playlist that's a little bit more upbeat, so we can all stay awake. Because I'd be getting sleepy. However, speaking of, I think I might go get me a little cup of coffee real quick. Will you guys forgive if I just go for just a tad, just a second real quick here? Will you give me a little bit of coffee? Alright, I'll be right back, okay? Keep an eye on Sir Pinches here, okay? Or I'll put Alistair on the screen, and you don't want to mess around with Alistair peeking at you, alright? Alright, I'll be right back. The coffee does brew. Spooky, what's up, Spooky? The Chainsaw Man movie. Did you watch it in theaters? Is that where you watch it right now? Was it good? I do love the show, but I don't like going to movie theaters, so I'll have to wait if it's out on that right now. But is it good? I guess I'm kind of getting the Serpentious vibe so far. It's going to be better. Let me just roughly sketch out the glasses for now. I think that is defining. Glasses are hard though, y'all. You know, if you have Clip Studio, they have some glasses, like 3D models you can import into your drawing and like move them around so you can like use that as a reference. That's one of the few, I usually don't use it, but when I'm struggling, that's one of the few 3D models in Clip Studio that I found the most useful, honestly, is like, because for whatever, I think it's because they're very like structural and like the angle that they're at, it has to be very specific for it to look right. So that can be really helpful if you struggle with it, like me, using one of those 3D models. And they have like a bunch of different like styles and shapes and all that stuff too, depending on what you're looking for. I don't have any on this computer, but on my other computer I have them. Is that too big? He's got some really big glasses, but that might be too big. And like I said, I recommend doing it on a different layer so that you can do stuff like this without stressing yourself out. Learn that the hard way. It was so good, you have to watch it when it's out on streaming. Awesome, there we go. Yeah, I'd be down for some more Chainsaw Man. I rewatched the first season again recently. Tis good. Tis good show. Very edgy. Although I did, however, get the ending of it completely spoiled for me because I watched one of those. What's it called? That YT show where it's like, who would win? On a live battle, epic on a live battle, you know the one I'm talking about, where they're like this anime character versus this character, and then they make them fight and see who would win. They've done that for a lot of characters. I watched it with one, I think it was the chick from Chainsaw Man, where they like they basically said what happened at the end of it. So I did get it spoiled, unfortunately, but I shan't spoil it for you. Do not fret. And sometimes a spoiler, you know, I don't like spoilers, but sometimes if the ending's traumatizing, it can help ease the pain when it happens, you know what I mean? Alright, so we wanted this one kind of adjusting. This is going to be a hard pose for the hand. What do you do when you adjust your glasses? What do your hands do? Ooh, this is gonna be a tricky angle. Yeah, that's what I'm going for, Master. We're gonna see if I could do it, though. It's turning out to be a little tricky. Because this arm, it's gonna be a lot of arm action going on here. It's gonna have the paper, like, right here. And then this hand would be holding it. And then this one would be adjusting the glasses. But have you ever drawn someone adjusting their glasses? The hand is wild when that happens. I guess it'd be like the two fingers, kind of. Yeah, this is a hard one. This is hard to draw. Might need to find a reference. Wait, would that be right? No. It would be... Fingers would be on this side, yeah. Something like that. I think his head's too big. That maybe might be a little bit better. Okay. Have you started watching season 2 of Hazbin? Yeah, baby. That's why we're doing the doodles. Look what I did. Look what I did. Look who I drew. Actually, you haven't seen it yet, so I'm not gonna say who that is or what's going on. But yeah, I synced it, and that's why we're doing fan art. All right, we gotta get it out of our system because I don't know how else to express myself when it's a show I like. I have to draw fan art. You know what I mean? I don't know what else to do. I'm not the type to like join online forums and talk about it. I just gotta doodle some of the characters and then I feel better, you know? Okay, and then I might actually make the hair go behind him because I want to be able to see his clothes. The problem with it being relatively new is a lot of the references of him that when I like Google it, a lot of them aren't completely accurate. So it's hard to judge. I might have it kind of, maybe just a few locks. And the rest will be behind his shoulder. We'll see how this sketch goes and how far I get on it. If I like it, I might finish it off stream and post like a time lapse. We'll see. It all depends on if the sketch turns out okay. There's a lot of sketches I started and never finished because it was just nightmarishly bad. So we'll see. You know, it's my first time drawing him. It doesn't always work out the first time, you know? Okay, so then we kind of like this. I still feel like his head's too big, but maybe not. It's so hard for me to tell. I got blinders on for head sizes. Alright, hang on a second. My coffee's done. I gotta go grab it. I'll be right back. I need a coffee. I have returned. Soba demanded my attention, so I had to give her some kisses real quick. Alright. You think he's looking cute so far? I hope so. That's the goal. Giant map? I don't know how I would do a giant map. I was gonna have him like holding kind of like it's like what's it called? Like blueprints for something he's designing. I don't really know it yet. Let's see. Yeah, I feel like his head's still too big. Am I crazy or is his head too big still? Or his body's too small? One of the two. And he's not a buff boy, so we don't need to worry about muscles, thank God. Muscles are hard. It looks fine? Okay, sweet. See, this is why I like drawing with you guys. I can get feedback immediately. Stuff like that would have me obsessing for way too long. if I ever get to the point where I start doing commissions for viewers and all, I might find like a day or two to work, like do the work on stream. That way the person that commissioned it could actually like tell me in real time how they're feeling about it. That would be awesome. Right now, most of the commissioners I'm working with are not viewers, so I wouldn't feel comfortable working on their commissions like on live, because I haven't asked permission. Some people like to keep their characters and all private, you know what I mean? So, but if it's like a viewer commission, then I could like talk to them about it and see if they would be okay with that. Some people I'm sure would like that, you know, but I don't think I'd be able to finish the commission on stream because it is such a long process and there's so much work into it. If I tried to dedicate it only to working on stream, then it would take like a very long time. Okay, so that hand actually doesn't look too bad right now. I'm definitely have to change it a lot as I go, but this sketch, it's not too bad. Did we find out how Sir Pentious unalived? Is that like known? I know we found out what his like sin was, but like, did they tell us how he unalived? I don't remember. We found out how Alistair unalived, but I think that might be the only one that we've learned about. I do know that well, I don't know for a fact, but I'm pretty sure because I was like looking up lore and stuff for the show a while ago. Sir Pentious was actually not supposed to be like a main character. He was supposed to just be like a one-time character for the pilot, and then maybe like briefly he'll show up for another like battle or whatever. But people loved him so much that they ended up working him into being like a main plot point in the show. People just love Sir Pentious too much, and now look at him, he's getting all the fan art from all the girlies. Who could have guessed? Alright, getting somewhere with it. I could make him like walking, you know what I mean? Like he's looking at it while he's walking. I might make it more dynamic. You said the head doesn't look too big, so I'll trust you on that. I don't know what it is, but I have such a blinder for head sizes. They're either way too big or too small, one of the two. I feel like this might be a little too long. Okay, and then he has... How does this look? Okay, classic sophisticated man business, alright. I see you, Sir Pentious. I see you. Okay, it does look like the purple app stream is actually keeping up. Thank goodness. I don't know what its problem was yesterday, but it looks like it's pretty close to being on time, which is good. So if you're watching over there, I could actually talk to you instead of you having to wait 5 minutes for my reply. It was so frustrating. I don't know. It's just these platforms. They just suck, man. Athena, thank you for the likes. I see you liking. Appreciate it. Let me make him a little smaller, fit in here a little bit better. Maybe he's not long enough? Maybe? Okay. We're getting somewhere. I don't know how I'm feeling about it yet, but we're getting somewhere. He definitely only has a floating hand over here, but I'll try to figure out what... See, that's the hard part. I can put the hand somewhere, but making the arm work with the hand can be a little tricky sometimes, too. Like that, maybe? I think actually this maybe should be scooched. Yeah, that looks better. Alright. Are we getting Sir Pench's vibes? Can we tell it's him? So far, anyway. You like this one? That's good. Yeah, I think this playlist is a little bit better than the super slow kind of music we were listening to before. It was making me too sleepy. There are some songs in here that I've listened to before, but I didn't know they were copyright free, which is great. That means I can listen to music I like on stream. I wonder why some songs, why they don't make them copyright. I appreciate it. They're great. They're awesome for doing that. But I wonder why. Seems like it's just any song that's created gets copyrighted in America. You know, from my very limited understanding in like Europe and all, they don't have the copyright issues that we do. Like you could like watch TV shows and stuff or like videos and they can just put any song they want and they don't get their video like taken down or have all the revenue stolen from them because they use 5 seconds of a song. How great does that sound, man? Sounds like a dream. And I guess if they post on like YT and all, they'd still have to worry about that because it would get claimed in certain areas. Oh, what's this? You're on the wrong layer. Get out of here. Get out of here. Okay, so we got him kind of walking. His arms still need a little bit of help, but they're getting somewhere, I think. I swear, I don't know how people draw without flipping. Ever since I started flipping, I cannot trust my drawing until I flip it. Because every time I flip it, there's always something. I'm like, oh, I gotta change that. You know what I mean? You gotta go, Leaf Storm. All right, we'll see you next time, all right? You have a good one. Remember, we're back to our regular scheduled programming, alright? I'm not going to be taking a lot of days off for a long time, so I'll be here on Tuesday again. Artemix! What's up, Artemix? We're doodling Sir Pench's. I'm trying my best to capture his baddie essence, you know? We all learned he was a baddie recently, so we gotta give him his due respect, you know? We didn't know. I didn't know. Maybe some people knew, but I didn't know. I feel like this needs to be longer. Maybe. Alright, and then he's got this here fancy man. elements of his outfit. Everybody in this universe, when they were alive, they're always so fancy. Always dressed so nicely and fancy. Alright, silly butter, you have a good one. We'll see you next time.
I'm headed to the bottom of the bottle. I've been drowning, I've been floating away. Every other dollar that I got in bed, I probably went and pissed it away. I ain't fucking okay. I ain't liking it, babe. I don't even wanna talk. I'm just smoking my haze.
Okay, and his sleeves. I noticed Alistair had this too. They have like these like strappy things on their arms. I don't know if that's. I've never seen that before, but I guess that's what they did, you know? Okay, alright. Okay, we're getting somewhere, I think. A lot of this arm is going to be covered by the paper, but I gotta do the anatomy first, otherwise I'll have no idea what to do. So I think that's relatively right. My drawing curse is that a lot of times I don't see issues until after I've pretty much finished the drawing, so I'm prepared for that, but do my best before then. Hopefully I'll catch most of it.
Ripping harder, more less. Never stop, no rest. Till the stress is breath in my chest. Till the diamonds wrapping my neck. Progress to a god from a goddamn mess. Hopeless, more test.
Okay, so this kind of does this number, I think. Maybe this should actually be more like that. Yeah, I think that looks better. Right? Maybe. You back from Doodling, Tangerine? I can now somewhat spell Jason inside. Oh, really? You learned that from Doodling? Okay, alright. Was that part of your drawing? Okay, alright. We're getting somewhere. I feel like maybe this arm's a little too short, though. Can't tell. See, this part of the arm looks like it's the right length, but this part looks too short. So I'm not sure. Actually, maybe, I think I made this too high up. I think this needs to go lower. that. Further down the chest. Right? Is that how it looks? Maybe? Oh, actually, I don't know. You like this song? Excellent. I think we found a playlist that people like. That's good. We'll stick with this one for a while. It's definitely more upbeat. I think I like it better. I think maybe it wasn't too high. I'm gonna just get rid of this lock of hair. It's throwing me off. I'll add it in later probably, but for right now I need to see what's going on behind it. Okay, I think that's looking right. I think. You put it in there? There we go. Did you put it in the Doodles to Show or just the art channel? You still here, Fabian? Not in the mood to draw something? That's okay, Fabian. There's plenty of times I ain't in the mood to doodle. What's up, speaker? Fish, you take that back right now. Though since Halloween is over, I do plan on now continuing Doodleville as a plan of drawing citizens again. There we go, Fabian. Keep adding them doodle civilians. I think this maybe needs to be a little different. A little bit more this way. Yeah. Alright, now what in the world does a hand look like when it's holding a piece of paper? I have no idea. Something like this, maybe? This song's getting pretty lit, my goodness. It was kind of a rough sketch though. My arm hurts, IDKY, probably because I kept laying on it. Oh no. Oh no, I thought you were going to say from drawing. I've had my wrist hurt from it, but I don't think I've ever had my arm hurt from it. The other songs that were playing before too, I like them too. There we go. We found something. We did it. Maybe a little wildlife. Ooh, you gonna like create your own creatures for it? A cord to pillar? Oh, that sounds like a fun one. If I can ask, how do you improve your drawing skills? Honestly, the best way I would recommend getting better at drawing is to just do it a lot. There's plenty of like videos and all that can give you different techniques, but the best way to get better is the more you draw, because every time you draw something, you're practicing and getting better at it. Every time you draw something a little different, your brain is clocking how it works. Especially with human anatomy, it's always helpful if you're not super comfortable with it yet. Don't be afraid to look up references, like people in poses similar to what you need, and try to recreate those poses, and in doing that you'll gradually learn more and more about anatomy and stuff like that. So the biggest thing I would say, the only reason I know how to draw now, I swear the only reason, is because I drew so much growing up. Like every waking moment when I was a kid, Like, there was never, like, a start point for me when I started drawing. I always remember drawing because that was just what I did when I was bored. So it was just, like, endless practice, pretty much. And if it wasn't for that, like, if I had something else to do for my boredom, I probably wouldn't have any, like, natural talent in terms of drawing. It's just been, like, years and years and years of doodling all the time, you know what I mean? But honestly, the more you doodle, the better you'll get. If there's poses you struggle with, you know, look up references of those and use those to try to draw it, and that'll help you kind of understand better how things work. Because a lot of times, especially with the human body, it's not obvious what's actually going to happen in a certain pose. So you think it makes sense in your head, but then, like, seeing it, like, the arm might actually look different than you think, or, like, this part of the face is tilted in a different way than you'd expect. So it's a lot of that. Pixie, what's up? This ain't nobody's OC. This is Serpentious from Hazbin Hotel. We're doing some fan art today. What's up, high artist? How you doing over there? Tracing is acceptable. Tracing is learning. Just make sure to label it as an art study, not yeah. Exactly, yeah. So there are a lot of people that put out art bases specifically for you to use as, like, a model. And if you trace and all. Just be sure to, like, you know, credit them if you can, or, like, you know. I never really, if I'm honest, I never really did that growing up, and I made it so much harder on myself. If I was, like, I was to the point when I was young where I wouldn't even let myself look at a reference. You know what I mean? I don't know why. I had this weird thing in my head where it's like, I'm cheating if I look at any form of reference. So to this day, a lot of times I don't use a reference. Like, I'm not using a reference for this. The only reference I'm using is, like, just to know what Serpentious looks like. Like, you don't have a reference for the pose or anything. But there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? I just did it on hard mode when you didn't need to. So yeah, stuff like that is always an option, and it does help. It really does. Like, you might, oh, I need to trace this pose this time because I don't know how to do it. Well, you did that, and then next time you'll know the pose a little bit better, so you won't need to. You know what I mean? Now, there's a difference between doing that and, like, tracing an entire drawing and claiming it as your own, obviously. But I think we all understand the difference between the two. You know what I mean? Sometimes when I'm really struggling with the drawing, I'll take a picture of my hand and then put it on the canvas and then trace it. Because, like, y'all know how hands can be. And they're my own hands, so, like, who cares? You know what I mean? But it's, you gotta do what you gotta do, you know what I mean? But yeah, the more you do it, the better you'll get. Every single time you do a drawing, you're getting better. And it's hard to realize that because it can be very gradual. And it's one of those things where it's hard for you yourself to realize that you're improving. But, like, all of you guys that post your art in the Discord, I've seen huge improvement in all of your guys' art since you first started posting. Like, it can happen faster than you think. It's just really hard to notice it for yourself when it's happening, you know? For me personally, that's why I hate going back and looking at my old commissions, because I'm like, I just think they look awful now. You know what I mean? Because I improved between then and now. I didn't realize I did until I went back and saw how horrible the other ones looked. And really, reality, they look fine. It's just, you know, you're your own worst critic or whatever. I'm sure if you guys saw it, you'd be like, no, it's fine, that looks good. But when I look at it, I'm like, disgusting. Throw it away. Give them a refund. It's horrible. Okay, alright, we are getting somewhere with Mr. Man here. Alright, what other outfit details does he have here? Relatively simple, honestly, thank goodness. Got a little pocket right here, because he's classy. And he's got a little chain going down there, and then, let me actually... And one thing that really helped my commissions specifically look a lot better, most of my art would look like this. Like, I would sketch it and leave it sketchy. I never worried about little tiny details and stuff like that. And you definitely don't have to by any means. When I started doing commissions, I wanted it to look more professional and whatever, because people are paying for it, right? And one thing that I learned that really helped my art look a lot better and more polished is by really paying attention to little details. So like you see how I have the line right here for the vest, right? In reality, it wouldn't look like that because it's connected by buttons. So one of the sides would go over the other side like that, right? And little things like that, like just keeping little tiny details like that in mind, can make a huge difference in your drawing. You know what I mean? Like right here, it's overlapping. You know, if you're doing a quick doodle, you might just do it like that. But if you want to add lots of details, make it look nicer, little things like that can make a huge difference overall. And personally, I don't like doing little details like that because it's tedious, and I ain't got the attention span for it. But I kind of forced myself to do it once I started doing commissions, because in the end, when you put it all together, it can make a huge difference for your drawing. You know what I mean? You like it, Master? There we go. I'm missing Boop. I need to contact him. Where is Boop? What's Boop doing? I almost traced the sign language in my art, but then decided no, and it looks like the hand had a seizure. I mean, listen, you can if you want. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know, I get like being up for the challenge, you know what I mean? But if you need to trace a hand, ain't nothing wrong with that, alright? Nobody's gonna be like, that's my hand. You stole my hand. You know what I mean? Like I said, I don't know why I was stuck on that for so long growing up. It literally just made my life harder, you know? I think because art theft is such a thing, people are afraid to do anything like that, but we can all tell the difference between, like, tracing a hand from a picture and stealing an entire drawing from someone, you know what I mean? I think we all understand the difference without having to explain it, so... But I just had it in my head where I was like, nope, can't do that. It's cheating. It wasn't even about, like, stealing or anything. I just thought it was cheating. Like, I was like, that's making it too easy. I was like, why am I making it harder? I'm just trying to draw. What's my problem? Especially back then, I wasn't, like, doing it as commissions or anything. I was just drawing for fun, and I was like, no. I need this to be as difficult of a process as possible. I wasn't very smart growing up, if you couldn't tell. I was kind of dumb, alright? We can't all be smart kids, alright? And I certainly wasn't a smart kid. As Mochi, she's doing good. She's doing her Mochi thing. Same old, same old. Living it up, being a Moch. This is like, I'm sure nobody cares about this, but I'm excited about it. Mochi's finally sleeping on the bed with me at night. I've had that cat for a decade. She would never sleep on the bed with me. I don't know why. I think maybe I kicked her in my sleep one time when she was young. I don't remember doing it. But she's very clingy. She wants to be on my lap all day during the day. But then she'll just like sleep on the floor next to the bed, and it makes me so sad because Soba and Ichi like being on the bed. I want them on the bed. I want to be just drowning in cats when I sleep. But Mochi finally, after a decade of never doing it, she decided she wants to sleep on the bed with me, so I'm very excited about it. She doesn't know how to properly snuggle up to go to sleep, but so she'll just like walk on my like, I sleep on my side, so she'll like walk on my hip and like try to balance, and she's always falling over and all. And then she'll like sneeze on my face when I'm trying to sleep. But she's such a little lump. I love it. I'm very excited about it. The other day I had all 3 girls I was just covered in cats. It was a great day. And it actually does help me sleep better, having the cats. I swear. I sleep so much better ever since we got Soba, because she's such a like perfect cuddler. Like, she does like the perfect cuddle move. She'll like curl up in your arms under the blanket and just pass out. And it's just, it literally does help me sleep better. So I'm a happy camper about it. I sometimes look at my old art and my new art, and I always find it difficult to find the difference. Really? I bet you there is a difference. But it just might be hard for you to tell, you know what I mean? How old and new are we talking? Are we talking like old from years ago, or are we talking like old from a month ago? My cat doesn't want to sleep with me. Some cats just don't like it, you know? And for me, that is tragic because that is my favorite time in the world to cuddle with my cats, is to sleep. I know some people are sensitive sleepers, so they don't like it because it's hard for them to sleep. But me, it's like I need a cat to sleep. You know, what is better than just a purring little lump in your arms? Like, nothing's better. Nothing in the whole world. You know what I mean? But some cats are like, Mochi was like that her whole life. She wanted nothing to do with bedtime, and it made me feel so sad. Because I was like, you know you're allowed up here, right? Like, you don't have to sleep. She'll sleep, like, on the floor in a ball next to the bed, and it makes me feel horrible. But that's where she wanted to be. I don't know. I've got this huge bed that she could curl up on. It's like a king-size bed with just me on it. There's plenty of room. Get your butt up here. It's been a year already? My goodness gracious. Yeah, I think you must have joined. That was like, I think it's been about a year since I started streaming. Crazy, man. I can't believe it's been that long. I gotta say, if they hadn't messed with the algorithm and all that, we'd be doing better right now. All the platforms are just screwing us over, man. But we hanging in there. You know, we hanging in there. We gonna keep trying as long as we can. Let's see. Alright, so I gotta do this hand, even though I don't wanna, because it's hard. Okay, how would I hold a piece of paper? Just kind of like... Okay, kind of like this, I think. It's hard at this angle to, like, see what my hand's doing. I'll never understand how some people are just experts at drawing hands. Like I said yesterday, I thought that was like the one thing we all had in common, is that everybody has a hard time drawing hands. And then I found out there are just some geniuses out there who are just expert at drawing hands, and I don't understand it. You know what I mean? How dare you be good at drawing this difficult thing? It's not right. You know how much of a nightmare hands are? See, now I'm gonna have to look up a reference. Is somebody holding paper? Because I don't know what the hand's supposed to do. This is a point in a commission where I would take a picture of myself holding a piece of paper as a reference. But I can't do that while I'm streaming. Let's see. Nope, that's not what I want. Okay, that's kind of close. This picture right here. Okay, that's close-ish. Yeah, as far as references go, this is pretty much the most I do with it, where I like try to find someone doing something similar to what I need, and that's typically enough. But it's usually when I'm really struggling that I'll like resort to like taking a picture of myself in that pose and using that as a reference. I have a lot of pictures of me in really embarrassing poses for my commissions throughout the years. They will never see the light of day, I assure you of that. My doodles, were my doodles on the slideshow yesterday? Oh, did it? So I know I ended it. I think I restarted it. So there should be a second VOD from yesterday where it should show the thing. For whatever reason, on Purple app, it was super delayed. You should also be able to see it on YT too, if you want to look on there. But yeah, we did the slideshow. I think your doodles were on there. It should be anyway. I believe so. We had a lot of doodles, baby. Why not eat right now? Rice is being made today, so you gonna have some rice? Can't go wrong with some rice. Mochi! What's up, Mochi? Still around, just having a tough weekend. What's tough? What's going on? Is your wife doing okay? I've never saw the second part of the stream yesterday. There wasn't even a ping for you restarting. Let me actually check real quick. Let me make sure it went through. It should have, but I know the platforms were being foolish. Let me see here. But yeah, I had to end it at one point and restart it to see if it Yeah, so there's the first video from yesterday, which is 2.5 hours, and then there's one after that that's like 15 minutes long, and that's the one with like the slideshow and everything. I'm going into a restaurant. I'm gonna eat some steak. Can you save me some, please? How do you like your steak? Do you get it well done or medium rare, or what are we doing here? I used to be a well done girly, but now I'm a medium well girly. My boyfriend taught me how to cook steak because I couldn't cook at all before I met him, honestly. He's like the freaking, like, what's it called? The person that's like good at everything. Like, so he was helping me learn to like cook and stuff like that. And now I can cook a steak really good, and I don't like restaurant steak anymore. I'm like uppity about it. I'm like, my steak's better. Not that I'm a good cook or anything, but I have learned how to cook that better at least. But I get a little stressed out sometimes because I'm always afraid of overcooking it. It's so hard to tell. Cooking's hard. Alright, Sir Pentius. Oh yeah, I was doing the hand. That's what I was doing. I looked at that one and it suddenly ended halfway through. Really? Did it? Try on YouTube, YT. It might, I don't know why it ended abruptly. Maybe it ended because of the delay. So, like, I ended the stream when I was done, but because it was delayed so bad, it like, cut it off before it got to that point, maybe? I don't know if that's how it works, but I know you might try YT. It might have just been the delay issue yesterday on Purple App. Wife's fine? Okay, that's good. Alright. I know you're saying you gotta go to the hospital sometimes, so just hoping it wasn't something like that, you know what I mean? But don't worry, Rocker. I have emotional days all the time. I'm an emotional lady. I feel you on that. Sometimes it is good to just let yourself feel them. And personally, I don't subscribe to the quote-unquote feeling sorry for yourself mentality. Alright? I don't like that. I think it's a very demeaning way of letting someone feel their own emotions, even if it's just being sad about something going on in their life. I feel like you are allowed to quote-unquote feel sorry for yourself without it being like an insulting thing, alright? It's important to feel your feelings and accept them and not make yourself feel like bad for feeling the feelings, you know what I mean? So if anybody ever tells you you're feeling sorry for yourself, you tell them to shush, because you were doing a very normal thing, and by doing that, you're able to feel better a lot faster and come to terms with your feelings a lot better. So, oh, she works at the hospital! I thought she was in the hospital! That's so different than what I thought. She works at the hospital. She had a tumor removed from her foot, so I had to drive her to... Oh my goodness. This whole... I think I asked you before, but I think you might have left before you heard it. But I was like, I assumed she was, like, in the hospital, like, with an issue. Oh, that's a relief. I didn't know that. Alright. There we go. That's good. She works at the hospital. That is relieving. Boop, you made it! What's up, Boop? You draw Pinch is so pretty. Thank you. He's a pretty boy, so I'm trying to do him justice. I know my boys look a little girly, but I think with Sir Pinch's vibe, it kind of works. You know what I mean? Oh, he's got like a little fancy buttony thing on this Susie box. Alright, so... hands. I gotta do the hands. Every single reference of someone holding a paper is just at the exact wrong angle that I need. And it's very frustrated. Go dirt it. Or they're holding up the paper at the camera like a goofball. This is like the closest one I can find to what I need, and it's not what I need. Yeah, that's not. Ugh. I don't know how to draw this hand. Somebody draw it for me, please. I'm stressed. I don't know what to do. Are we sure his head isn't too big? I feel like it might be a little too big. Just a little bit. I'm gonna try shrinking it just a tad and seeing. I feel like that looks better, actually. Maybe. Maybe? I think it looks better, right? Does it look better? Oh, come on. I gotta find a reference somewhere. I could do it, Doodlers. I just don't know. I don't know what the head looks like at this angle. I just don't know. Okay, this one might be close enough. We'll see. Maybe. So the thumb is kind of like, so but chill. There's a stray cat that's been lurking around the house, and it just fills Soba with unbridled rage. She never used to be like that. There were some tomcats that used to be around the house, and she was real, like, friendly with them, but there's this new cat. It's not bothering nobody. It's just being a cat, cruising around, and every time she sees it, she gets all poofed up, and she wants to unalive it. She's feral, dude. And she's such a sweet cat. It's so bizarre. I would draw his hands for you, but I can't. I mean, we're in the same boat, man. Hands are hard. Famian, give me a chomp. Save me a little rice. Do you have any wasabi? I like putting wasabi in my rice. It's good. Does anybody like wasabi? I know a lot of people don't like wasabi. You'd think I wouldn't because I'm such a picky eater, but I actually like wasabi. Just a little, though. I'm not masochist. Dude, Soba is on the hunt. She is gonna get that cat. There's only... Oh, man, really? That is so frustrating. Yeah, so I think it might have, I think it might have been the delay thing. It just messed up the stream entirely. That really sucks. And YT, I restarted the computer and tried to fix it. I don't know if it's just an issue with that or what. I'll see if maybe I can grab the clip from TikTok. Maybe I can get it from there and post it on like YT or something for you guys. Because I never ended the stream on YT. I know there wasn't any issues. And I think I can grab the clip from there so you guys can see the doodle time. That's so annoying, man. These platforms suck. Can we have one reliable platform, please? Oh, goodness. She is so floofed up right now. So, but chill. That cat did nothing to you. Oh, my God. Chill, baby. Hey, that's Mochi. That's not the stray cat. Sometimes she gets confused and doesn't realize Mochi is Mochi. She thinks it's a stray cat in the house. Mochi, it's alright, Mama. You confuse her too sometimes, alright? It's okay. Yeah, you've confused her for a stray cat too. It's alright, Mama. It's alright. You're okay, my little feral baby. Okay, so then this finger kind of does this thing, I think. And then these are kind of like tucked in, is what it looks like. Oh god. Oh god. Does that look right? I don't know if that looks right. So I'm gonna have tomorrow off, so I should have the time to like do stuff like that, like finding the clip and posting it for you guys. If I forget, please scream at me, alright? I got a lot going on and I forget a lot of stuff, so don't be shy. Yell at me, alright? I won't be offended. Sometimes I need people to yell at me for me to get things done. Alright, I guess that'll work for now. Alright, because we need to do something else. Alright, so let's see. What would you guys like? Would you like me to do the line art for him? Or would you like me to do another sketch? What would be more entertaining for you doodlers? How much time do we have for live? So probably about 45 more minutes. I was considering streaming a little bit longer today, but it looks like it's really slow, so I don't know if there's a point in streaming super late today. Because the main thing I wanted to test is Purple App. But Purple App has been like extra slow just overall recently, because back when they didn't sabotage us by taking away lurking viewers, which is just, whoa, that makes me so mad. Because I'm a lurker when I watch streams, alright? I'm not a yapper when I'm in someone else's stream, but apparently I don't count. Thank you, Mochi, I appreciate that. We trying to get all the platforms up, so I appreciate taking a peek over there. If it picks up on Purple App, maybe I'll stream for a little bit longer, but if not, we might just end it at our regular time at 8. We'll see. You won't share with me, Fabian? Oh my god. But I'm hungry. Just a bite. Just one little grain of rice. But yeah, I think TikTok Studio has the option to get clips from your live stream, even if you didn't post it anywhere. So I think I should be able to grab that clip for you guys. If not, for whatever reason, I'll let you guys know. But I think that should work. I think we should be fine. I'll probably post it on YT, because I don't even know if you can post a standalone video on Purple App. But I know you can on YT, so it'll probably be over there. If I had all the time in the world, I would, in theory, like to do a standalone video for all the Doodle times, because I know a lot of people just want to rewatch just for that. So I don't think I have the time for that right now, unfortunately. Man, if I could like find a way to make this sustainable, I would have so much time to do all kinds of fun stuff like that for you guys, but I just don't right now. In theory, I would like to like take the time to go into all my videos and like clip it and do a standalone video for each Doodle time and like label the video that way. That way it would be easier for you guys to kind of easily jump to it when you want to, you know what I mean? Who knows? Maybe at some point I'll be able to do something like that, but I'll at least try to do it this time for you, since apparently Purple App just messed it all up. Little biscuit platform. Spoonful, thank you, appreciate it. What do you think of Radio Apple? I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what that is. Is that a band? If it is a band, it's possible. I've heard their music before, but I'm terrible with names and stuff like that, so. The be honest part makes me think it's controversial though, so now I'm curious. Oh yeah, so, did we decide what we want to do? Where can I find your human Alistar? Because I want to have it. So I haven't posted it yet. You can look at it right here. I will post it Where will I post it? I'll probably post it on my Instagram. And I'm probably going to do a time-lapse video of it on TikTok. And eventually I'm going to post it on my website of, like, just the picture. But this is it so far. There he is, Mr. Man. Soba, chill out. That cat has done nothing to you. She is the sweetest, most innocent little angel cat on the planet. I don't know why she gets so feral when she sees other cats she doesn't like. Alright, I'm gonna put you in the room. You're not nice to Mochi, Miss Ma'am. Mochi's not doing nothing. They all tend to get a little confused when they see a stray cat. They'll like get really excited. So when they see one of their sisters, they kind of forget who they are for a second. Mochi does that all the time, so she really can't be that upset when Soba does it. Lucifer X Alistair. Oh, okay, interesting. I'll be honest, like, I support shipping and all that, but I'm pretty boring when it comes to it. I usually like whatever ones are actually canon. So I know a lot of people ship the Alistair and the TV guy Vox, which I get. I think if I had a choice between him and Vox or Alistair and Lucifer, I would rather do him and Lucifer. I think that would be a cuter one, personally. So I'd probably go with them. But, you know, I don't hate any of them. You know what I mean? They're all great. Radio Shack? Let's see. Oh, the, like, electronics store? It doesn't exist anymore, does it? That is tragic to think about. Shares creamy chicken, ramen, and butter basil. That do sound good. Thank you! I didn't eat before the stream because I was too busy, so I'm hungry. The queen has returned. Welcome back. Welcome, my queen. I learned you can make nails with the liquefied tool. Oh, I think I saw a TikTok where they were showing that. Yeah, you can do that. I don't do it that way because, like, I do my line art first and then the color, but if you kind of draw that way, that would definitely work. It's a good way to do it. Alright, Alistair, get out of here. It's not about you today. It's about our baby boy, Sir Pinches. Alright, so would you guys like to see me do line art of him? Or would you like me to do another sketch? Or I could do, like, another character or whatever you guys want. What do you think? What should we do? I don't know what to do until you guys tell me. Alistair is Arrow Ace because the poly with Vox ruined his experience with romance. That's canon? Really? I think I remember reading on the Wikipedia that he's, like, asexual. Like, he's not into anything. But that was a long time ago. It might be different now. I know they changed some lore since last time I read it. What can we do? Doesn't know Hazbin Hotel but stays. Appreciate it! We don't do it all the time. Today it's just been on my brain, so I gotta get it out. You know what I mean? I don't know how else to express myself other than doodling fan art sometimes. You know what I mean? It's a good show, but don't watch it unless you're an adult, alright? It's a little mature. I know some of you naughties are young and you're watching it anyway, you little naughties, but I have to say, don't watch it until you're an adult, alright? Aromatic ace. Oh, okay. Basically, no romantic or sexual attraction towards anyone or anything. Yeah. That's what I remember reading. Yeah. Oh, he's that way because of what happened. Interesting. Okay, I see that. Only 11. Okay, do not watch it. Do not. All right. Believe me, do not watch it. It is a lot. If I had watched that show when I was 11, it would have distressed me greatly. I was a very sensitive little lady. Alright, Ren and Stimpy traumatized me as a child, okay? It'll still be good when you're old enough, don't you worry. Gonna go, alright Razzie, you have a good stream, alright? If TikTok had a raid option, I would raid your stream for you, but I don't think it does. Thank you, Spooky. Spooky's helping me out. Alright, we're gonna do the line art. Beef Mammy? That's a fun name. What's up? Hello. Oh, I didn't do his other eye. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, no. The second eye is always such a pain. Such a pain in the booty. Alright, I can do this. You guys believe in me, right? Especially when I was like looking at something close, it's really hard to draw it to where he doesn't look cross-eyed, you know what I mean? Okay, I think that'll do for now. Alright, let's do that line art, baby. And you guys can tell me how you feel about this drawing. Maybe I'll finish it off stream at some point. Alright, line art time, baby. Serpentious, I hope I am doing you justice, our precious boy. Our secret baddie. I was surprised that, when characters go to heaven, that they keep their animalistic forms. I thought they would be more humanoid in heaven, but I guess that's good, you know? He likes being a snake, so he should be a snake. You're right, honey. You calming down. I'm sorry I won't let you unalive the other cat, alright? But they really didn't do anything. They don't mean no harm. You're just being feral, honey. Hold on, what was that? Defurizaz. Oh lord, okay. Defurizaru. Defurizaru? Oh, I probably said that so wrong. Thank you for the follow, though. We should do a stream where certain gifts make you do something with the drawing. That is a fun idea. How? Explain to me how you think that would work so I can comprehend it better. Like, if you donate this thing, then I have to do this with the drawing, that kind of thing? Okay, is that right? Is the question. I'm not sure. Maybe not. Told y'all, that second eye can be such a pain sometimes. A lot of times when I look at references, I notice that the eye, a lot of the times, is like this. And it never looks right to me when I try to, like, do that same thing. Like, I swear it always looks like that. Like, it's way too low. But then when you see it all finished, it looks right. But, like, I can't do it. It just doesn't feel right. I don't know. Like, the eye shouldn't be that low. I don't know why it looks right when it's done. But there ain't no way. Ain't no way it's that low. Alright, maybe that's fine for now. We'll see. Might need to do some tweaking for that second eye. That don't look right either. Why doesn't that look right? What's wrong with it? What's wrong with it? Oh. Kind of like the ones were like gifted galaxy, you have to start. Oh, okay. So like the bigger the donation, the bigger the thing. Okay, I can see that. I might look more into that and have it be like a game type thing that we could do on like Saturdays or something. That might be an interesting idea. Maybe gift X, change palette or tool. Gift Y, undo. IDK, you have to brainstorm reactions to get. Yeah, I might think about it. I'm not super creative with stuff like that, but I might. That would definitely be an interactive thing to do, which might be fun for people. You know what I mean? I do like those TikToks where it's like somebody streaming and like people are kind of messing with them by donating different things because they have to do something if they get a certain donation. They can be kind of funny. There was one where it was like this guy was streaming outside, and every time he got a galaxy, he like had to jump on it was like what's it? Not a wall, but like, how do I not know the word for this? Like a brick like fence? I don't know what the word is, but like he had to jump on that and then jump down in camera and be like, hey, thanks for the galaxy. And somebody kept donating it over and over and over again, so he had to keep climbing up there and jumping down, climbing up and jumping down. And he was getting so frustrated by the end of it. He's like, are you kidding me? Because somebody was being a little naughty and kept donating. That is fun when people do that. He returns to heck. I don't remember seeing that in the trailer. I'll have to watch it again, but so far that hasn't happened. Alright, Sir Pinchus. Alright, we are getting somewhere with you, mister. He's got a little bit of a widow's peak business going on here. Yeah, I feel like that eye isn't right. I don't know why. Why doesn't it look right? I don't know what's wrong with it. How better? I don't know. I don't know anymore. I forgot how to draw. Make the 1 coin gifts change the size of your pen. Oh lord, that would be like people constantly doing that though. That would drive me insane. Hang on 1 second, I gotta check on something. I'm hearing noise outside. I'll be right back. Neighbors doing neighbory things. I'm lurking with Minecraft. I'm in the same boat right now with my Pinchus art release. Oh, you going, Kathy? Alright, thanks for watching. We're almost done with the stream today anyway. It is way too slow on Purple App to justify streaming later. it's like unalived over there today. That's the real one I want to test in terms of like how the views are. So if it's pretty much dead over there, then there's not really a point. Let's see, Mama. You gonna stop me from drawing? Would you please? Let me finish Serpentious. Do you just hate Serpentious? Oh, let me do his glasses too before I forget. Oh, glasses are so hard. No ma'am. No ma'am. No ma'am. I might need to adjust this one a little bit. Squish it go. Okay. Hopefully that works. Okay, alright, not too bad. I'm pretty much dead too. Don't be dead, no. It's a pretty slow night. So yeah, we'll call it at our regular time today, I think. The weekends are always very hit or miss in terms of viewership, so you never know. Sometimes it'll be real good, and sometimes it'll be nobody at all. I might go back to the phone again next stream too, see if there's still a difference or not. I still have yet to confirm it either way. It's really hard to tell now. It was a lot more obvious back then, but it's not so obvious now. I'm on the wrong layer. No. No. Okay. There we go, all fixed. Welcome back, Leaf Storm. We redoing yesterday's. No, we're not gonna redo it, but I will go back and see if I can get that clip for you guys, because it should be saved on TikTok. Because I know I definitely ended the stream after Doodle time. I think it was just the platforms being crappy platforms, as they all are now. Pizza? Give me a chomp. One little chomp, please. Thank you. I won't ask you for more rice, Fabian. You already gave me a bite, but I will ask for pizza. Okay, Mr. Man, we are getting somewhere. I'm not sure how I feel about it, but once I do the line art, once I finish the line art, that'll help me get a good vibe on if I should finish it or not. I think it's okay right now. I gotta find what do you mean find breakfast? Let me actually make that a little bit lighter. There we go. Now we can see what we're doing. I guess it's proportional so far, I think. Okay, this hand, the sketch looks okay, but I'm sure when I do the line art, I'm gonna see some problems here. Eugh. Yeah, I'm not liking how those fingers are turning out. I'm just gonna be honest. Not sure how I'm feeling about that. Yeah, that don't look right, do it? Something ain't right. Something ain't right. So I'm probably gonna keep streaming until I finish the line art, or at least get to a good stopping point. So probably not that much longer. It's a pretty slow night tonight, so we're gonna call it after this. We don't have too much more to go in terms of line art for Sir Penches here. I do enjoy doing the, like, it can be a little tricky to do, but it is fun doing, like, the fancy old-fashioned outfits, you know what I'm talking about? Like what he wears. I don't know why, but it is fun to do. I think all the little details, as much of a pain in the butt as they can be, when you actually finish the drawing, it can make it look really nice, like, all together, just with all the little details and stuff like that. Alright, Sir Sneaky Boy, we almost did the line art for you. I'm definitely probably gonna redo that hand, but it'll do for now, I suppose. And I gotta like find some kind of blueprint looking thing as a reference to make this actually look like a blueprint. Because that's kind of what I have in mind. Like he's looking at a new invention he's about to do, you know what I mean? I don't think people realize how smart you have to be an inventor. Like imagine not only thinking of something new, because like thinking of something new to create isn't that hard, but like actually making it. I think we all had that phase when we were young that like, I'm gonna invent a skateboard that could really fly. But then actually making it is like, you gotta be a freaky genius for that kind of thing. But he's gotta be like a freaky genius, right? Like to be able to do, you don't really get that impression, just kind of like talking to him or whatever, but he's actually, I bet you he's actually like a freaky genius. But he's such a goody goofball, you don't even realize. Turn down the, has it been loud this whole time? Has it been super loud for you guys? Did it change or has it been loud this whole time? What you are gogging for? Alright, I'll turn it down. Tell me if it's too... What, maybe it's just these songs are louder than normal? Because nobody said anything on stream. So I'm confused. Is that better? Because my ex was added to one of my GCs? What's a GC? I told the people not to add him there. GC. Gotcha chat? Is that's the first thing my brain went to. Is that right? Still allowed? You guys been letting me blare music. Nobody told me. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna watch it back. Hopefully it hasn't been like blasting this whole time. Oh no. I turned it down a good bit. Let me know if that's good. I think it might be this type of music. It just hits louder. You know what I mean? That's better? Alright, there we go. Sweet. Group chat. Alright, group chat. There we go. Yeah, that's are they like good friends with him? Because that does seem really crappy to do if they know it's your ex and you're not cool like that. You know what I mean? Did they say why they added him? Because, yeah, that... I don't know all the circumstances, but that does sound pretty crappy to do. What? Oh, no, I've been missing it. Let's see. Oh yeah, your song. Yeah, did you post it in the Discord for me? I can set it up for next time. Listen to that song. I'm getting better at reading all the chats, but sometimes I forget. Plus, it's been so dead on Purple App lately. I forget to check sometimes. It's so weird. It's so like the one reason I really wanted to go to Purple App is because I thought it was more consistent over there, but lately it's like as bad as TikTok. It's not notifying people. They just because of the new stuff they implemented, it's just making it impossible to get any viewers on there. It's just, oh, I hate all these platforms now. They're so mean. There you go, that works. Now these type of pants, I never know what to do with the creases. I never know. Oh, what'd I do? Not you, get the, there we go. Because, like, I know, like, this part, how the creases in the pants work. But it's, like, this part up here, like, does it do that? Like, I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know. Because they're, like, really high-waisted pants. You know what I mean? I guess that works. Do they have pockets? Maybe they have pockets. Okay, alright. So I think that'll do for now with this little guy. I'm gonna look at it tomorrow with a fresh set of eyes and see if I'm liking it or not. And we'll kind of see if I should finish this or not. It might be good to finish. Everybody's feeling the Serpentious right now. But, have I been recording a time-lapse? No, it didn't record the time-lapse the whole time. Oh, I had that turned on and it didn't save it. Well, I guess I can't post this as a TikTok. It wasn't recording the time-lapse all along. No. I cry and cry. All websites betray me. Guess I could still do it with the coloring and all that, I suppose. Alright, I guess that'll do for Serpentious here. Am I missing any details in his outfit? Let me see. He's got to have the chain, but that's something I'll add later on. I think everything else, he's got stripes, but that's another thing I'll add with the color. I think that's pretty much it in terms of his whole character. I think with this one, it'll really make a difference once I start doing the coloring and all that. That'll really help define him a little bit better because the outfit is relatively simple and not like super crazy unique in terms of it, you know, because he's just a regular human right now. It might not be super clear who it is, but hopefully when we get to the color and all that fun stuff, it'll be more obvious. Yeah, the problem with me doing it that way, Rocker, is the time lapse will be me zooming in and out and flipping like constantly. So if I speed it up, it'll like look like this, just like I can't do it fast enough, but like it'll look like this like the whole stream. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, I would like to do it that way, but like for a time lapse, it wouldn't work. Unfortunately. That's why doing it through the software is good, because it'll just keep it all at the same viewpoint. It won't even show when I flip it and all. You know what I mean? So it won't be, like, super disorienting. Because I be flipping and zooming way too much. I don't know. Do I do it more than most people in terms... I know I flip way more than most people. Most people don't flip as much as I do, but... do people zoom in as much? I feel like when I watch people draw on TikTok, they don't zoom in as much as I do. Like, cause I'm like constantly I'm constantly doing this, right? But I feel like other people, they manage to like keep it this far away and like draw like that the whole time, which I don't know how people do it. That's mind blowing to me. Better than nothing. Yeah, I think just doing like the color and shading will be fine. You know what I mean? Guess they don't always have to be from start to finish, but I do like the sketching part. I think that's fun, you know what I mean? But alright, Doodlers, I think we'll call it a day. We did Mr. Snaky Boy, at least the line art for him, so we shall see if we are still liking it tomorrow and if we should finish him. I don't know, we'll see. But alright, Doodlers, that'll be it. I will be back on Tuesday for my lovely Doodlers. Back to the good old-fashioned doodle request doodle time. What are you doing? There we go. Alright. Alright, I'll see you next time. This is oh, that's you, Master? Oh, what's up? You got a fun name over there. I'm about to end the stream, though, okay? We're gonna be back on Tuesday. Alright, my doodlers, we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Say goodbye to Serpentious. Goodbye.